Hi everyone, this is Ricky with Bromerocards, and as a guest designer for the month of August for Sweet Stamp Shop, I am excited to share a card tutorial using a stamp set called Bear Folk Love. We will also be using some watercolors as well to make our card, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a heart-shaped die. You could pretty much use any shaped die that you have, and we're going to use a pencil and do an outline of that on some watercolor cardstock. I believe this is some Canson watercolor cardstock that I maybe got at like Dick Blick or Michael's, one of the stores there. It's not very expensive. It's pretty cheap paper. Um, I don't really use expensive cardstock when it comes to watercoloring because it's for cards and I mess up a lot and I have to throw it away. Anyway, what we're going to do is lay down some water onto the cardstock using a brush, and the first color I used is Opera Pink. I know that because it's super bright out of this watercolor set. And then what I'm doing is just going for a rainbow look. So I added some yellow down, and to get an orange, I just mixed that pink and that yellow together, and it brought down an orange. The next thing I do is wet the paper again, and I bring out a bright blue. And then what I do is I mix that together with the yellow to make the green of the rainbow. And then the last step is just wetting that down and using purple. And basically what I'm doing is getting the color of indigo and purple into the rainbow. I'm doing this pretty quick. It's a pretty easy process. This is nothing that you have to be an expert at. I'm not an expert. We're going to dry that off. And then the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and get this cut out using the die. You could have done the whole piece of paper as a rainbow and then just cut out the die of the heart out of the whole piece of paper, but I found this easier. This is the second or third time I actually attempted to make this card, so I found this to be actually easier. Okay, so we are back now with the heart cut out with the die. I'm removing it here, and I just wanted to give you a close-up of what the heart looked like. It's really pretty, and I really like how it came out. The next thing I'm going to do is use some clear Wink of Stella to cover this card with to make it glittery shiny. Something important you want to do here, because Wink of Stella is water-based, this can make your watercolors mix together if it gets too wet. So you kind of just want to make sure you kind of go in order of the rainbow when you're doing this so it doesn't make your colors brown. I decided to add a little bit more. It looked like it wasn't added on too well. I'm going to show you a close-up to show you the shine on it. And then what you've been waiting for, here's the stamp set from Sweet Stamp Shop, Bear Folk Love. It's backwards because I have it on the plastic backwards. I'm really bad about that. Anyway, the next thing we're going to do is use some black ink here, and we're going to put that down onto, I believe that's 80-pound Neenah cardstock, Neenah Solar White cardstock. And you know, I have a scan and cut too to actually cut this stuff out, but it was just one, so I decided just to fussy cut this, even though I hate fussy cutting. But I was kind of super excited because I got a new pair of scissors and I wanted to see how sharp they were. And they were super sharp, and I really like them. I might have to go get a second pair just to have as backups. How many of you guys do that? I have a backup of a lot of things. The next thing I want to do is cut the card base to 4x4. This is going to be a 4x4 card, and that is Neenah Solar 110-pound cardstock. And you can see there I have a little ink spot down in the corner of the cardstock. Oh, and this is the sentiment we're using, Sweet Stamp Shop from the stamp Condolences. So you see that I stamped that down, and then here, when I stamp this down again to actually do the stamping, I pull it up, and it's going to slow down here for a second, but you're going to see that there were threads, or I pushed too hard on the stamp and it messed up this sentiment. I do this a lot. It makes me so mad. But what are we going to do? We're just going to flip this over and use the other side. That paper has two sides. So on here you'll see that I have a little ink stain down at the left hand corner where I'm going to stamp above or stamp on, but I think that this is going to cover it, so it's going to be fine. The next thing we're going to do is start putting the card together. I'm using some liquid glue here. The thing with watercolor stock, or cardstock, watercolor cardstock, oh my gosh, I hope I get this out. It tends to warp when you're using it, so I'm just going to lay a couple blocks down here to make it way down so that the glue can dry onto the cardstock. And while I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm going to use some of these 3D foam squares, and I'm going to pop this bear up on this card. I decided not to color the bear because I thought it looked really neat having the rainbow behind him and him just in black and white. And also I just didn't want to color him, so I think it looks really nice with the contrast with the card and with the rainbow heart. Probably what I would have changed about this though is to color the heart that he's holding a rainbow color. I think that would have made this a lot cuter. But you know what? I can make another card, whatever. So this is the finished card. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you go over and visit sweepstampshop.com and check out all their awesome stamps. And I hope you have a great week. Oh, make sure you subscribe, like this video, subscribe to my channel, tell all your friends about it. Oh, sparkly, there it is. And yeah, I hope you have a great week. Oh, this is the first card I made. Pretty much the same without the sparkling on it. Thank you for watching. You guys have a great week and talk to you later. Bye.